Someone I really admire as a leader is Lee Kuan Yew, who could be called the founding father of Singapore. He took the long-term view and didn't let practicality stand in the way of getting the country to where it should be. And not many people can say they turned a third world country into a first world superpower in a few decades.
Okay, if we're talking a political leader I admire the most and why, it would probably be Margaret Thatcher. Not based on her conservative political ideology, because that is contrary to the socialist upbringing I had and very left-wing upbringing I had because of my dad in London, but as a woman and as a driving force, and literally the iron will that she had, and as a woman in a male-dominated environment, and she brought the nation to its knees. In the same vein, Benazir Bhutto, I think, again, a woman in a male-dominated society, carrying on her father's legacy and her husband's legacy. If it were to be somebody inspirational, it would be Toni Morrison, who I think is the greatest writer living today. That's a woman, by the way. Toni Morrison being and she's a black feminist writer, although she wouldn't classify herself as such. But, I think the greatest spokesman for human experience writing today. Now, all these people are women, and that's a common thread, which I probably don't need to comment on.
The person I admire the most, I think, was Muhammad Ali. And the reason I admired him because he came from Nashville, Tennessee. He came from a pretty rough area in the town, and he worked his way up. He was always confident in everything he did. He loved himself, but everything he spoke about, he did.
Awesome. So who is a leader you look up to and why?
Leader I look up to is Sam Dawson, probably because he works hard at the gym, and he teaches me that if I put in the effort, then I'll get some reward in my rugby, so yeah.
Thanks, Richard.
Man.
You go first. You first, go.
A leader that I admire Richard McCaw, because he's a top bloke. He goes to the gym.
I probably admire my dad due to the fact that he's been through my hockey my whole life and learnt some valuable facts from that man. He's just a great guy in general, eh? Thanks.
A leader I admire is the ex-All Black captain Graham Murray, because of the way during the 1981 Springbok tour he took a stand and said, I'm not going to play in this tour because I don't support apartheid. And I think he's just a really selfless person, and that's something that makes him a really good leader.
That's great.